All right, Shalom. Okay. This is GMS Wisconsin. The first segment of this is the college conspiracy.
Right. Interluding into our lesson, college dropout.
Right.
From the time an American child reaches the sixth grade, they are taught that the key to success in life is to do well in high school so that they can get accepted to the best possible college. The better grades they get in high school, the better college they will have an opportunity to get into. They are taught that if they get into a great college and get their college degree, any type of job they desire in the field of their choice will be there waiting for them. After getting their dream job, they will be able to buy any car and house they desire, start their own family, and live the American dream. Most Americans today have an expectation of future economic success simply by attaining a college degree. The entire purpose of elementary school is to prepare students for high school, and the entire purpose of high school is to prepare students for college. In fact, the U.S. now has hundreds of private college preparatory high schools that, at a cost of $25,000 per year, are supposed to increase students' chances of getting into a top-tier college. Students are taught to believe that if they don't go to college, they will be on a path to nowhere and will have no chance of ever building a successful career. Government regulations like No Child Left Behind have left grade and high schools in shambles. Instead of teachers having the freedom to think outside the box and use creative techniques to prepare their students for the real world, they are forced to be narrow-minded and teach with worthless information that will never help their students have successful careers. Today, there are no high schools left in America that teach students the knowledge necessary to start their own business, invent their own product, or even how to use the internet and other free resources to become educated about things without attending college. The annual cost to attend the average private four-year college in America today is $27,293, up 29% from 5 years ago, during the 2005-2006 school year, when the annual tuition cost $21,235.
All right. As you can see, the guy just broke down the whole school education period. All right.
The American dream.
So with this, I'm gonna start with Psalms 101. It says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord."
Right, and the law of the Lord is, thou shalt not commit usury on people. Thou shalt not oppress the poor.
Yeah.
Thou shalt use the 10th part of thy welfare system, which is actually the first fruits, but let me fucking Babylon go.
It says, "And in his law doth he meditate day and night, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper." And right, and with the college education you get right now here in America, a lot of people are not prospering. All right, a lot of people go into debt because they've been sold that lie. All right, it says the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away.
Right, and be the missiles in their destruction, race-wise, concentration camp. They see a lot of them being saved for that.
It says, "Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment."
Yeah, so they don't get the last judgment say so. After
Nope.
all the wickedness that they done pushed on the earth.
It says, "Nor sinners, nor the congregation of the righteous, for the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish."
Alright, so this whole American dream, Babylon the Great, Babylon Juice, all of this gonna come to naught.
That's right.
My turn?
Second Peter's again. So
Okay.
this is it's like Second Peter's chapter 2, verses 14. It says, having eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls.
That's what y'all leaders doing to y'all. The school leaders, or your administrative staff of the school boards, your regular administrative staff when it comes to your local principalities, when it comes to your governors, your mayors, your aldermen, your judges, your Senate hall people.
It says, in heart, they have exercised with covetous practices.
Right, in their mind. They go about figuring out how they get those smart kids from those math colleges. I can't name any right now. Business colleges. And they have them crunch the numbers of positive and negative.
Oh yeah, in those prep schools. A lot of people go to the prep schools so they can get pushed up into those high colleges. Like the documentary was just saying. Okay, yeah, cursed children, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Besor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness.
See that? They love the wagesness of unrighteousness. So the American system is set up under a Babylonian system that's a way of unrighteousness, unfair practices.
That's right.
That's why you have debt at the end of it. That's why at the end of these 3 segments, we have a special coming up on how to get out of debt, beating Obama.
Right.
Okay. In Psalms 4 and 2. O ye sons of man, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? He's talking to the blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. And he's talking about y'all body, y'all spirit, and y'all soul.
Because when you go on a college campus or become a college student, that's exactly what you accrue.
Yeah, because you get branded, so you put marks on your body, whether it's a horseshoe like Michael Jordan get, joining the Alpha Kappa, or you become a Sigma Pi with the women, and you worship into rocks and idols or whatever platform that your sorority has to worship. Some of them have a tree, some of them have a rock, some of them have whatever. That's idolatry.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna go far into that. And you swear on the oath of them sororities. So second, Psalms 4 and 2. O ye sons of man, how long will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love vanity and seek after leasing?
It says leasing?
Yeah.
Oh, leasing is lies, basically. Right? Because that's what the school is made up of, lies. All right? You go and get your degree or whatever it may be. But we already know America was established on wickedness. It was established on blood, which that right there, this annuls the whole American dream on this being a God-blessed country. All right?
Yep.
This is Ephesians 5 and 11. It says, and it goes to what the brother was just saying about the Alpha, Sigma, Pi, whatever Greek society you're in. Ephesians 5 and 11, it says, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Right, unfruitful works of darkness.
But rather reprove them.
And that's what we're doing with this lesson. We reproving the whole college worldwide, New World Order wide. That's why they block our videos worldwide. That's why on these documentaries we do, we understand you faggots been blocking some of our videos worldwide. You know that? Notice that? You know that? Yeah.
Oh, the last one.
Yeah. I'm talking shit like I always do. They block this motherfucker from certain countries, baby.
Yeah. All right, verse 12. It says, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Right. See that? And we do it in public. But Yahweh saying it's a shame for them to even speak what they speak in private.
Yeah.
So we bring the light to that.
It says, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light.
See that? What's the light? Not us. The truth.
Right. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. Mm-hmm. Wherefore, he said, awake thou that sleepest.
See that? All you people in America and all over the world, because they making a cash cow worldwide. Y'all better wake y'all ass up. We ain't gonna need lessons for nothing.
It says, and arise from the dead.
See that? Rise from the dead. So what Americans and the rest of the world, y'all mentally dead. Y'all lost y'all schools.
It says, and Yahweh shall give thee light.
See that? He shall give thee light. And he gave us the light. And what we do, shine the light in the dark places.
That's right. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly.
Alright? See then that you walk circumspect, doing what though? What we walking around supposed to be doing?
Oh, that's true. It says, not as fools.
See, not as fools. Because what do fools do? Go off to college and become football players, crack their goddamn neck, or end up making it 7 to 8 years and can't even play with a 14-year-old son.
Right.
Now, how do I know that? Because my fiance sister on her dad's side, so it's a real motherfucking sister, nigga, got a so-called, which I don't care about, got a professional football player that stayed in Texas. She went down to visit him. I told you about that story.
Yeah.
And the man was he made the Pro Bowl every year. He up on the plaques and everything. He can't even play with his 15-year-old son. He can't even play football catch because he destroyed his whole back spinal cord.
Yeah.
Doing football.
Yeah.
I could have kept going, but we're going to keep moving.
It says, but as wise.
But as wise, doing what we do. Because a lot of y'all think, oh, we wasting our time putting these videos up. No, you're wasting your motherfucking time watching these motherfuckers.
Yeah. It says, redeeming the time.
See that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we doing. Because see, these middle-aged man, young man behind the mic. And what's day at?
Today, is the
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday. 6/11.
Right. Didn't you have today off?
Yeah.
So what you doing in the crib on Wednesday night?
Being
a young man, redeeming the time. That's what he's doing, my bad. He's redeeming the time. He know what time it is.
Exactly. It says, because the days are evil.
See? Now, need we say more? Now, turn your CNN on that. Now turn Cartoon Network on. Now what you get?
Evil. I mean, evil is
right.
Bad times.
Oh, I ain't got no TV. Nigga, turn on World Star Hip Hop. What you get? For getting their ass knocked out.
Yeah. It says, wherefore be not unwise, but understanding.
See that? Be understanding
what the will of the Lord is.
See? That's what you got to be wanting to know right now. Right now, you're supposed to be wanting to know, how do God feel about college? We put it out there.
It says, and be not drunk with wine.
Be not drunk with the philosophies of America. I'm going to school. That first, when the video started, all the way to 2 minutes and 12 seconds, 13 seconds. That was all a lie.
And really, when you go to school, you become uneducated because when you get a degree, you dumb down. It means minus. You know what I'm saying? You take a step down from actually knowing truth.
Right. Degree means to be downgraded.
Right.
Yo, asshole.
Yeah, so and really when you go to college, all you do is become a drunkard, messing with these flimsy bitches.
Because you jump woman to woman, and that's all you think. You don't know no value of having no relationship, having a kid coming to the world, you being responsible, ready for the kid. You talking about you got another 5-6 years. Your ass 25 years old. You talking about you got another 6-7 years before you do that shit. That's your attitude.
Yeah.
You want to have cancer, nigga, by that time. You'll be all right, sperm cells, figure it out.
Right.
Keep drinking that fluoride ass water. They gonna show you.
All right. It says, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit.
See that? It's access to go do all that other shit. They making the drinks bigger and bigger, cheaper and cheaper. I don't forget shit.
That's right.
See that? No, we doing this. Everybody going to the club now. Everybody having sex with everybody now. It's accept to do all that. Everybody want to have a house party now. I ain't doing none of that. Everybody making videos. I call Cub. He talking about he making a video. You know what I said? Oh, what, you the big homie now? Oh, he loved that. He couldn't wait to call me back just to tell the guy next to him I said that. And tell all the other cousins, guess what y'all said? I'm a big homie. I'm doing, look. I'm doing We doing this.
Right. It says, speak it to yourself in songs.
See that? And that's what we do. Me and these brothers, we talk and we cuz. We don't talk about cousin shit. We talk about each other with songs, with these scriptures. What's going on with this?
It says in hymns.
Same thing.
In spiritual songs.
See that? Same thing. And we ain't no motherfucking Kurt Franklin, nigga. We ain't making our own shit.
That's right. Singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. It says in your heart, which is your mind.
Right. Knowing these scriptures. You're supposed to be quoting these motherfuckers back out, regurgitating. Okay, I got this. I'm sorry. This St. John 12:35. Then Yahushua said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you, which was him talking to us. Walk while ye have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. And that's why y'all don't have no future now.
That's right.
While ye have light, believe in the light, that ye may be the children of light.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we are. Y'all saw it.
That's right. All right, back to this.
The U.S. government, with the backing of the Federal Reserve, in the same way they created the real estate bubble by providing mortgages to all Americans through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, regardless of whether or not they had any capacity to pay the loans back, has been using the exact same easy lending practices to create one of the largest bubbles in U.S. history, the college bubble. College students borrowed $106 billion in total student loans for the 2009-2010 school year, up from $96 billion in 2008-2009, $94 billion in 2007-2008, $87 billion in 2006-2007, and $83 billion in 2005-2006. Total student loan debt in the U.S. currently stands at $830 billion and now exceeds credit card debt.
Right, so.
Okay. Yeah. It's Habakkuk 2 and 4. Okay.
Yeah, 2 and 4.
Okay, 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, you should.
Okay. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him. I see it wrong. But the just shall live by faith. Nate, I remember I always call you out on that. Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home.
Because we know the college universities have been global now. And the whole system, it's a westernized system, which people accumulate debt trying to go to school, all right? And it's all Esau. It's all about the doing of Esau, right? His wicked practices.
Habakkuk 2 and 5. And yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keeping at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. Esau.
Because everything he does is a way of destruction.
Right.
That's why they call him the son of perdition.
And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations.
Right.
Tell me that ain't America. And heapeth unto him all people. All right, everybody come do what we do. Our way is the right way, the westernized, civilized, modern world. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and they talk in proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay? It's the damn debt. Why they talking about the education debt is higher than credit card debt? It just said, woe to him that layeth himself with thick clay. Y'all finna destroy America, nigga.
Basically.
What are you talking about? Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, all other nations?
Yep.
And awake that shall vex thee? That's why Putin even said, look, we're going to protect our kids over here against homosexuality and propaganda. We don't care what y'all say.
Right.
And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
That's right.
Because thou hast spoiled, pay attention, Americans, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. payback.
That's right.
Because of men's blood, but we can go anywhere we want to over the world. We got the best military. Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, think of all y'all history, Americans, of the city and of all that dwell therein. Think of your country. Woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house.
Right, and that's what they did
Y'all
by,
foreparents.
yeah, by the free slave labor. All right.
That he may set his nest on high. They got all
Because
these goddamn skyscrapers everywhere, and they got all them satellites up there in the sky.
that's right. And he did that with the westernized college system. He set his nest on high by putting everybody in debt.
Yeah.
Also,
Everybody on him. He on everybody. That he may be delivered from the power of evil.
because these Edomites, the top Edomites, they're gonna be what's the word for it? They're gonna be exempt or safe just about just on how much money they accumulate in these last days.
Mm. Though thou hast consulted shame to the house by cutting off many people. See that? America's shameful.
And college cut you off.
Yeah.
In 2008, it proved itself with the debt rising and people losing their jobs with CEOs. In 2009, I had a job and I was working right under a CEO of a big manufacturing company, and he was downgraded so far. He was a leader of a workforce development.
I know he was living in the surreal life.
Yeah, he was.
To have y'all kids out there, he went from that to y'all. Yep. We like, man, this ain't working.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, but he was working at the bottom, basically. A job that you probably don't even make $30,000 a year. So
Habakkuk 2:10. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Right. That's why y'all infrastructure falling apart, motherfucker. That's what that's talking about. Fix that since y'all got money. 12.
13.
Okay. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity.
That's Esau. That's how America was established.
And everywhere he went.
And iniquity.
Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
Yep, exactly. They weary themselves for the very vanity. The college degree. All right, which is vain because we broke it down. Degree means to
downgrade.
To downgrade. So there you go.
Downgrade your motherfucking self.
Exactly. This is First Timothy 6:10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after Esau, they have erred from the faith," which Esau never had any faith. But
that's a lot of our people. A lot of our people coming into this truth, heard about this truth, and they gotta go get that money. Sorry, guys. So they erred from the faith. They lost their faith.
And pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Right. Running back to this motherfucking world, your ass gonna be working as a slave. You better get used to buying you a little bottle of gin, and that's it.
A big bottle.
Right. Go sit it down, because you don't need that motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Having that debt is many sorrows.
That's right.
If you want to find out, they can go and take your taxes. They can intercept. What do they do when they intercept your money?
Yeah, garnishment, wage garnishment. Man. Yeah, and that's reality. When you need that little chump change you get during that tax season, because I've been dealing with that, so I know how it feels to for them to take $1,000 that you actually need because you need to catch up on bills and this, that, and the third. So,
Government destroyed this by providing easy student loans to anybody who applied for them without any credit requirements. Over the past decade, any 18-year-old has had the ability to take out large student loans without even being asked if they have a job, what their high school grades were, what they intend to major in, or any other information that would help determine their future ability to pay back the loan.
These are, this is a paper, and this is, of course, a copy. I have the original of what they gave me the day I graduated from dental school. What amount, income level I would have to make, and how much of that would go to school loans, and what percentage. First off, I never even made enough in a month to pay the monthly school loan amount. So that's why it was your fault.
Right. And they basically made just completely unrealistic.
Unrealistic, totally unrealistic, yes. I've not even managed to make any of them at all. So this year, of course, they're projecting I would clear about $260,000, and I'm making about 80.
Where did they come up with these numbers?
Well, I'm not sure, and I think that was
over 400,000
in 2015, which will not ever happen. The problem is also is your percentage of your school, of what they're taking. I know it's been proposed at 10%, and I think that is a fair amount. But at some points, I pay as much as 34% of my wage, 32% of my wage. Right now, I'm paying 25% of my wage to school loans. And that's a huge amount when you have other debts and other bills as well.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
oh, okay. So basically, that's what you have. That's what's happening. Somebody's life story right now, and how it affects her, and how she's given this impossible payment plan that the government expects you to pay back, which is truly unfair and impossible. But hey, this is from a two-time loser. So, but this is a how can I say? This is for you women out there.
Right. You Black, Latin, Native American women who got the curse on y'all. Hey, we laughing, man, because, we laughing to keep from crying because there is no way out of this, and we finna show you people that it's a supernatural power that you trying to call yourself fighting against. Watch this. Let's see who true, you or him.
I got it. This is Isaiah 32:9. It says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters."
See that? Right now, everything seems good. You still under your parent. You just graduated high school. You got all the way to 25 to still be under their insurance. You got another 6, 7 years. You thinking everything cool. You got you a nice little job at Macy. Pops bought you a car so you can travel. You can move around. Get ready for this.
You careless daughters, give ear to my speech.
Right, you careless daughters, because y'all see us out there on the highways and byways informing you women on what's going on. Y'all being careless. Oh, they saying that's
looking at us with their nose turned up.
Man. Exactly. Don't go to college. Oh, fuck you.
Right.
Okay.
You ain't gonna never be nothing. And you niggas that do go to college, well, shit, you never gonna be nothing. To be honest with you.
Exactly.
We trying to save.
That's what. Right. We trying to save them from that last scripture you used, that they pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Yeah. That's what we trying to prevent. Yeah. Well, I wish I is. Yeah. He just using us as a vessel. Yeah. Because we went through that shit. Yeah. We don't want to see no more 18, 17-year-old. We want to stop you from even having to even do this consolidating and all this shit. Yeah. Just by showing you make the decision.
Yeah. All right. It says. Verse 10, it says, "Many days and years shall you be troubled."
Yeah, many days and years. Why you say years? Because they're going to keep taking them taxes every year. many days. They're going to keep hauling your phone. They're going to keep garnishing your wages every week. So many days and years, you will be in trouble. You will be looking for a job all the motherfucking years.
Yeah. And then it goes to those who don't really care, who think, oh, well, it's whatever, and don't even really want to deal with it. Like, because I was on that verse, and I was like, oh, fuck them. They can keep calling, they can keep sending their letters, this, that, and the third. But it's gonna get to a point where in Obama they passing the laws where they can come right, they can come after you.
Yeah. They can come now and garnish your paycheck and take 10%, 20%, and they don't have to work out no deals with you if you let them get that far. And they can also intercept your taxes every year. And don't have child support. They're gonna be fighting over your shit. They're gonna be fighting. But okay.
Okay. It says, Slacken. It says, "Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail."
See that? The dream shall fail. So going to school, getting a 4-year degree, 6-year degree, coming out, lawyer degree, doctorate degree, that's over with.
Yeah, masters. Yeah. Yeah. So like the brother said, that's over. All right, and this is this continuation of verse 11. It says, "Ye careless ones." It says, "For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come."
See, because that's what they really think. That they finna get this big old house. They finna find Romeo.
Yeah.
They finna get a dog.
Yeah.
She finna take her 70 to 150,000 a year to his 150,000 a year. They finna come together, get married, get the ring. No, the vintage shall fail. You will not be having that marriage in that big house. Stop watching basketball. Watch. That's over with.
No, man, yeah, for real.
Okay, you get me on there.
Right. And then a lot of our people has taken that route where they join a fraternity. You know, what's the woman? You got the frats, and then you got the I forget. I think it's another name for the women, but they become a part of this Greek society, and they become insiders basically, networking between each other, and that's how they get the big jobs. Like I said, they get the $100,000 job, a year. So
and we'll make sure we interlude how that's working under a guy which we're gonna give respect to. Yeah, Steve Coakley. Yeah. That brother did an excellent job with exposing the Greek fraternities and the black sellouts that go under those alpha kalphas and actually sell their people out to obtain jobs and become a part of the black caucuses and the NAACP. We'll phase a little bit of his video in the middle of this. That's why they don't never help us.
It says, "For the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble," verse 11, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease."
As you have race riot, concentration camp, pestilence, everything's happening.
It says, "Be troubled, ye careless ones."
Right, y'all supposed to be getting yourself straight, just like you see us men. Us men running to the high hill. The hell you think you standing that for?
It says, "Strip you and make you bare."
See that? He planted. Yahweh Shah said he gonna strip you and make you bare. When he gonna strip them goodies?
That's right.
Them earrings, that car note,
that's right.
That house, that Section 8.
Whatever service you getting from the government.
Right, them guys that you got, the Monday got, a Tuesday got, a Wednesday got, a Thursday got. That's See, right. All that's finna get stripped. It's already being stripped.
It says, continuation of verse 11, it says, "And make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins."
See, so it's going to be a lot of moaning, crying, weeping, and complaining.
That's right. Verse 12.
Oh, you're going to remember you were in slavery.
That's right. Verse 12, "They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine."
See that? Y'all gonna be looking for them good jobs to give you them good benefits, that nice 401k package, all that Obamacare insurance shit that you was having for them nappy-head kids. All that's he finna take all that.
Yep. It says, "Upon
Stop
the
cutting
land."
your hours down.
That's right. It says, "Upon the land of my people."
See that? Of my people. So guess who getting targeted? Blacks, Latins, and Native Americans.
Shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city.
See that? America is the party goddamn city. Take your pick. Whether you want to go to Sin City, Vegas, or you want to go to the Big Apple, or you want to go to the Big Easy. This is the party city. That's how you know it's talking about America.
America is a city because it's made up of municipalities.
Yeah, one big city.
One big city, yeah.
That's shit.
Um,
There's absolutely no reason why we, the taxpayers, should be funding college education. And that's what we're doing with the giving government aid. You know what my college debt was when I got out of school? $1,500. $1,500. You talk about inflation? You know what it used to cost me the whole year to go to school? $2,000. And that included room and board. You want to talk about inflation? You're never going to be able to get out from that debt. You're an indentured servant. That's right. That $120,000 job, $80,000, $40,000, $250,000. If you're a good student that went to law school and you're that much in debt without a job, you have to pay it back. There is no way out. That's the system.
That's the pit.
That's right. All right. So, yeah. So, let me get Second Timothy 3.
Second Timothy. 2 Timothy 3:7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
That's right, because that's what they do in the college. I'm always studying. 4 hours of studying, you got the big test, the final, this, that, and the third. All right, but you're not able to come to the truth. You're not able to come to the understanding on why am I in this predicament, why I'm going through all this stress and all this debt, you know, and and you got to work so hard for so little.
And you have 1,000 questions too.
That's right.
Now as what's his name? Her name Janice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Janice and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth.
That's right.
And that's how y'all do us, all you college kids who run into us in Milwaukee in front of Grand Avenue. We ran into thousands of y'all.
Yeah.
We done ran into them having conventions from all over the school. Man of corrupt mind, reprobate concerning the faith, but they shall proceed no farther. Y'all hear that? All you college kids, you black conscious guys, you black Nubians, motherfucker. See that? Y'all will proceed no farther as we have. Mm-hmm. For their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as theirs always was. Right, y'all always didn't know shit. So when y'all met us, the prophets, we just manifested more.
That's right.
So yeah, your buck stop here. Okay. How long you take it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got a little bit more for that. Let me see. This is Psalms 38:12. Okay. It says, "They also that seek after my life, they snares for me."
See that? Now, so not only is the Edomites, your sworn enemy, going after your life, but they lay snares for you. That's what child support is.
That's what the whole college scheme is.
That was a snare.
That the tuition you gotta pay.
That was a snare. That was a nice one.
And the loans you gotta get just to make it through that year. It says, "And they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things."
Yeah.
And imagine deceits all the day long.
Exactly. That's this whole college thing.
Because that's deceit. That's deceitful. He just mentioned that his tuition was $2,000
with room and board.
Now,
a whole year with room and board.
That's right.
I said, what?
When I was in college, room and board alone was $2,500.
Exactly.
And that's not even counting the meals.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So that inflation that he was just talking about, they laid snares for us. Yeah. And ironically, hyperinflation is the only way for Americans with hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans to ever escape their debts.
Overcharge everything, crash the system.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
Wow.
Basically, iconically, Hyperinflation will mean that the American dollar will take 1,000 of them to buy a loaf of bread. That's hyperinflation. So you need hyperinflation to crash the system because the system have everybody in debt, and debt equals money in America. So the only way y'all can get out of all this debt, you have to do what you do to a computer, cuz you gotta reboot the system. That's what that means.
Yeah.
So you Americans gotta basically starve and become like the Germans did through the Wine Republic with that weak ass money. What was that? What was it called? The Dutch mark? It was the Dutch. It was the Dutch mark.
Okay.
Yeah. Do that now. Get a picture of that. Took a wheelbarrow to buy a goddamn loaf of bread.
Yeah.
So this is telling y'all that you have to crash this American money for y'all to get out of debt. If y'all want out of debt so bad, who ready to eat their kids? Black conscious? I mean, they talking all that shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which one of you niggas ready to eat y'all kids? But
that'll be the first.
We're going to keep going.
Right. Y'all niggas going to be the first.
Yeah, of course they are.
We are sort of seeing a perfect storm. We have seen all this construction in the past few years, and if you're a college president, putting your name on a building is quite nice. But if you were not there, you probably moved on somewhere else, putting your name on the building, but now the operation and maintenance costs are now falling due. And that was never part of the original bond issue, so now we have all these facilities coming online, students being stressed financially, parents are being stressed financially, tuition's going up like crazy. Even those schools that are lucky to have endowments, typically they're not having the return they used to have in the old days. So there is just this tremendous culmination of things all coming together that just stresses the system completely. We just saw it. There were even riots in UCLA when they saw a 32% increase in tuition. Do you think that we'll start to see a lot more riots and students getting angry at these tuition prices? I would love to see a little more activism on the part of my students. I think they have been taking this now for such a long time that maybe it's just part of the scenery now and they're not really worried about it anymore. And I also think a person that's 20 years old, 22 years old, does not realize the implications of not being able to escape student loan debt. When I was in my high school years, at that time, many people were going to college, borrowing money to go as far as all the medical school. And when they graduated from medical school and law school, they would simply just up and declare bankruptcy. But in its wisdom a few years ago, as you probably know, Congress changed those rules, and then you can no longer discharge student loan debt through bankruptcy. And now, even if you happen to make it to Social Security, and you still owe them money, they're going to come after your Social Security check, if it exists, which company will.
Right, so that's what you get in America.
And that's good he said that because that's why Obama and them know about that, and that's why they have that. They have a program that's going to be in our last segment, which we're going to show you their plan versus what we showing our people. But Obama and them going to have a plan out there where if you work it have to be a government job, and you have to work so many years, but they don't want to tell you how many years you have to work. They have something called forgiveness loans, where if you've been working there and you have debt and you still owe it, I'm pretty sure they couldn't get it out your ass. So they'll forgive it.
Yep.
But that's why the federal government took over the debt anyway.
Right.
They ain't doing your ass no favor.
They just need to see them returns come back.
That's it. See? Business.
Yep.
All right, this Psalms 10 and 3. Okay. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire and blesses the covenant whom the Lord abhorred.
Right, he blesses the covenants. Those are the bank, the international banks who want those loans back.
Right. That's a good banking. We need to give them this and give them that. They help the people so much of America.
Right. And also, you've seen in Congress changing the rules as far as how they can come and take what you have. All right. This is Psalms 38 and 12. It says, "They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things, imagine deceits all the day long."
All the day long. Edomites don't rest unless they figure out how they're going to throw them up in the pit.
Daniel 8:25. Just to prove that the so-called white man always changes stuff.
Yeah. Gotta be fun.
Yeah. This is Daniel 8:25. It says, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Yeah, that's what he's doing. The craft. He's going after that debt now.
Yeah.
Right?
And he's doing it through his public policy. And they makes the policies to fit their agendas and the ever changing of the agenda.
That's right.
Why do you think they always sitting up there having all these committee meetings? Why the fuck you think they doing in Washington every day? Changing policies to fit the banks and the corporations.
Yeah. All right. It says, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
And that's exactly how they come. We're here to give you higher education. And they destroy you. They bring that shit right to your parents. They send the people up there to the schools so they can indoctrinate the kids and send the kids home to just tell their parents, I'm going to this school, I'm doing this.
Right. Because the first thing they think is sustenance. I go to school, I can sustain myself, have my own house, you know, have a family, you know, and then, you know, it says he shall also stand against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. That's right. So,
where the hell you think they're getting a lot of them ideas from? It's out them colleges. They're making all these suits and genetic this and genetic that, because they actually finna try to stand up against the Prince of Prince, the Lord of Lord, Yahushua, with all that weak ass technology.
Okay, this is Psalm 73:9. It says, they set their mouth against the heavens.
See that? And that's what I'm talking about. They got all that weak ass technology. These goddamn crackers is boasting themselves against the heavens. They got that space station up there with them stupid ass Germans, and they actually think they're gonna stop the invasion from coming to this motherfucker.
It says, and their tongue walketh through the earth.
Right, meaning everything the white man say is God.
Yeah. All right, that's it.
So when they say everybody go to college, everybody went all over the world.
The mainstream media has been working with the education industry and helping them perpetrate their schemes on the American public. One of these schemes was the 2008 pharmacist shortage hoax. 3 years ago, there were 15 new pharmacist schools getting ready to open in the U.S. In order to create artificial demand for enrollments to all of these new schools, the industry decided to create an illusion that there was a huge shortage of pharmacists in the country that will continue for the rest of the decade, with 150,000 new pharmacist jobs needed by 2020.
One place where the U.S. economy has too many jobs and not enough applicants is in pharmacies. Because there's a shortage of pharmacists, many are overworked from putting in long hours.
With pharmacies open 24 hours a day and a huge population of aging baby boomers consuming larger amounts of prescription drugs, that adds up to an industry that cannot find enough pharmacists to go around.
From the student standpoint, and our students know that when they graduate, they have a job. I mean, in fact, they have a job even before they have graduated. It's not that they can practice as a pharmacist, but they know they have been being offered already a job. So that's one of the positive side. On the negative side is the pressure to put on the schools to really come up with the number of pharmacists that are needed in the future.
By some estimates, the U.S. would need more than 150,000 new pharmacists by 2020 to match supply with industry demand. Experts say the pharmacist shortage will continue for at least a decade or more. In the meantime, at least 15 new pharmacy schools are expected to open their doors by 2010, even as existing schools expand in size.
NIA has been hearing dozens of reports from its members with family members who have graduated pharmacy schools 6 months to a year ago and have sent in their resumes to hundreds of different pharmacies in the New York metropolitan area and have yet to even receive one job offer. Even experienced pharmacists are having major difficulties finding pharmacist jobs. The husband of one NIA member retired 5 years ago as a pharmacist in New Jersey, but has now decided to re-enter the workforce so that their family can accumulate enough gold and silver to survive hyperinflation. Unfortunately,
Okay. So, what is it, 64? Psalm 64 and 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of land snares privately. They say, who shall see them?
And that's the colleges working with the media hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's the TV lies and propaganda.
Okay. It's Jeremiah 49 and 10, but I have made Esau bare. That's why we're bringing out everything about this crap. I have uncovered his secret places, which is them colleges. And he shall not be able to hide himself. They can. All the documentary right here. His seed is spoiled, and his brother, and his neighbors, meaning everybody that's helping these crackers. And who would be some of his neighbors? The other nations helping them with this shit. And he is not. I mean, eventually they're going to be done away with.
Yes.
of a pharmacist job paying only $18 per hour. Law schools have also been deceiving the public with false and misleading statistics. During the past decade, an unprecedented number of Americans went to school to become lawyers because they thought if they became a lawyer, they would immediately become rich. Some law schools are advertising that 90% of graduates are employed within 1 year of graduating. The unfortunate reality is, law schools are deceiving their students with these statistics because most of their graduates who are employed within a year of graduating are not employed at law firms. They can be employed at Walmart or McDonald's, but the law schools will still consider them to be part of their 90% employed within a year.
A lot of schools right now will tout a job placement rate after graduation, or know what percentage of their graduates are employed X amount of months after graduating a degree. And what you're seeing sometimes is manipulation, and outright just fraud in how they calculate this. One major law school was recently admitted to hiring a bunch of unemployed new graduates to work in their admissions group at the same time their placement rate survey was being conducted. So, yes, were they employed at the time? Yes, but it wasn't an illegal profession.
Right. So that's just more lies to get you to go to be a lawyer, so they can or get their money from you, their debt, and put you in debt. All right. Proverbs 19:5. Oh man.
Proverbs 19:5. A false witness shall not be unpunished.
That's right. That's Esau, because he's a false witness.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he that speaketh lies shall not escape. And you heard what my man said. It's just outright fraud what they doing, man. So y'all ain't gonna escape.
That's right.
He blunt, and you see, say, hey, he's sincere.
Yeah.
Well, he a devil.
Yeah, you can see that devil. Look, yeah, y'all been got.
Right, basically.
Okay, yeah. Psalms 7-9. No, 5 to 6.
Psalms 5 and 6.
Yep.
Psalms 5 and 6. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing.
Right, which is lies.
The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man.
Because Esau is the bloody and deceitful man. Esau has nothing but blood on his hands. All right. Yeah, J.P. Morgan. What was it? All them, national, international banks.
Oh yeah.
They all have blood on their hands, man. And they all, some way, somehow, deal with the school system.
Yeah.
All right, and that's how the technology is produced through school systems, the universities. They fund think tanks with millions of dollars.
You use the kids' minds for free by telling them to do a thesis and research paper and turn them in so they can get grades on it, and you never get your paper back.
Right.
That's why they keep your shit.
A lot of people that I graduated with found law to be very similar to how I found it, and that is, it wasn't really about helping people or benefiting the community. It was really just a system whereby bureaucratic lawyers make money trying to interpret complex statutes that really serve no purpose. There is a law for just about everything. You want to marry somebody who you love, you have to get a license to do that. You want to develop the real property that you purchased, you have to go to the city and get permits and licenses to do that. You need permits and licenses to do just about everything that should be illegal because you're not hurting anybody else. To start your own business, you need a business license, you need a taxpayer ID number, you need all kinds of things just to get up and running. And so all these restrictions and laws and statutes, a lot of them which are not even passed by Congress, are simply passed by administrative bureaucracies. They hamper the economy, they hamper economic growth, and they actually act in a tyrannical sense against people starting their own businesses and providing for themselves.
75 years ago, agriculture made...
All right, so, yeah, that's what you got. You got, that's capitalism, all right? That's the big man shitting on the little guy, so to speak, especially the east side, all right? Let me see, this is Psalms 7 and 9. Psalm 7 and 9, it says, "Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous God tried the hearts and reins." Right? Right, and that's what we hope for, that the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, because this whole system, this whole westernized capitalism, that's all bogus. Because, as the guy explained, the laws are bogus. You only get liberty through license, all right, which is bogus, all right. So, 51. Yeah, so about yeah, that was the terms of second conversations. School failure. Probably just these.
Oh, okay. So we have to do it. I thought that was just like that little extra I put in. I thought it was something about the Frank said. Yeah, man, that was good to show.
Somebody's got to grow food. You know, everybody can't ride the wagon. Somebody's got to pull it. Somebody's got to be taking some risks. Somebody's got to be thinking. Somebody's got to have sweat. Last summer, this lady was telling me about that bought some cattle from us. She came here to get some cattle in August, and my grandson was downstairs splitting firewood. We burn firewood in this building. It saves us about $600 a month over burning propane. So my grandson was cutting firewood, and he was swinging the axe down there splitting logs. And it was August, and it was about 95 degrees. And she came there, sat down, and she says, There's a kid down there cutting firewood. See the sweat's dripping off of his nose. I said, what did he do wrong? Didn't do anything wrong. It's his job. He's cutting firewood. That's our grandson. He's 14, and he'll cut, 6 cords of firewood a day. That's what he does.
The only thing that has been supporting the U.S. service sector economy for so long is the U.S. dollar's status as the world's reserve currency, and the world's willingness to hoard trillions of dollars in U.S. dollar reserves in order to trade oil and other valuable commodities. The U.S. dollar became the world's reserve currency because it was backed by gold, and the U.S. had the world's leading manufacturing base. Today, the U.S. dollar is a fiat currency that is backed by nothing, and our manufacturing base has been rapidly deteriorating, with most of the products the world buys now made in China and other Asian countries. The Federal Reserve just announced that it will print another $600 billion.
Yeah, because they always tell them. They try to back into that bullshit. Yeah, we gotta be able to fuck their mind.
Yeah.
All right, this Job 5. As you can see, we at the end of the video.
And we just finna hit y'all up with the rest of these scriptures.
Right.
This will be the finale right here.
This Job 5:13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
That's Esau's school system. Right. He gonna take y'all.
Because Esau used that school system to bring in this one world order. That's why y'all all think y'all all Americans. But he's going to disappoint that device. Because he said that every nation shall turn back to their own.
Yep.
So he already disappointing that shit. Them race riots coming, baby.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 18. And it says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seeming to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their craftiness.
So there you go again. He's going to disappoint that craftiness. I think I'm going to see that.
This Ecclesiastes.
I'm going to skip over that.
I already know this. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verses 4. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right, and that's the jobs, all right? That's the opportunity here in America. Okay, everything's gonna be shut down in the streets, race riots, concentration camps, permanent curfews, and military occupying America. Okay.
All right, this Job 24:14. The murderer rises with the light. The murderer rises with the light. He killeth the poor and needy, and in night is as a thief. So that's Esau. He wake up like everybody else. He a murderer. The murderer rise and get up everybody. Basically, he's a psychopath. All your presidents, prime ministers, your aldermen, your congressmen, all the motherfuckers are psychopaths. They get up and act normal, but being a sacrifice, kids dead, demonic ritual, sexual ritual the night before, all that. And castrated somebody and shit, and ate it, half of it. Kissing your kid, good morning. Or what you call that? Standing in front of Rockefeller Plaza talking about good morning America.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. In front of the most oppressive entity in the world. Okay. All right. So, yeah.
I
You
do
can
what they use.
drop that. Yeah, that concludes everything. Revelations 18. This is Revelation 18 and 1. It says, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power. And the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen."
End of America. In the Western world, and the philosophy.
Says, "And is become the habitation of devils, and it's like in the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication,
Everybody.
and the kings of," yeah, what proves that? You got those groups coming over here so they can go count.
Yep.
Not just that, you got
The Arabs.
yeah, Elamites.
The Africans.
Everybody want to come to America.
All of them. The Hawaiians.
It says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies," which delicacy is college. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers in her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Right? Because that's what's coming here in America. It basically has been manifesting itself in America. These the plagues, the pestilence, the famine, right, the droughts, the natural disasters. Okay. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her."
Yeah, we ain't gonna have no more colleges to refer nobody to. Or no more wicked ideas. So all the wicked ideas come from these people. You think the Chinese and the Arabs and the Saudi Arabians and all the motherfuckers is picking up American ways of life. South Korea and the whole Asia Pacific, all that shit.
It says when they shall see the smoke of her burn.
Right, on the jumbo screens, they got everybody want to model themselves after New York. The city of dreams.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, on 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Man.
All right, so that concludes the lesson. And with that, we say double honors to the elders. Barakatah to the Akim out there doing the work and sincerity. All right, and this is GMS Wisconsin signing out. Shalom.